Welcome to Insight Man's Game Review. Today's review will be on Knights of the Old Republic, one of my most favorite games of all time. No matter how old it is, it still means that much to me today. It's now available on Google Play, Steam, Xbox 360, I believe, and other platforms. I have listing above here in a little bit. I want to give it an Insight Man's 12 out of 10 game scale ranking because it literally blows you away in all regards. I mean, it's a Star Wars RPG, and this is the first game we're talking about in the series. There's actually two, and the first game was made by BioWare, which is also one of my favorite game studios, as they also made Mass Effects as well, but that was after this. This is how they got the mechanisms for the first Mass Effects game, which also was a smash hit, and also one of my favorite games. The player interaction that you get, being able to talk to the players in your party. I mean, there's so many options that you get with this game. It's insane for the time that it came out. I mean, the story to me was really great. I love the character of Revan, and I'm sure that you've played the game before. I mean, it's been out for a while if you're watching this game review, but maybe you haven't. So I don't really want to spoil too much on how the game works out story-wise, because it's very cool. I mean, I sat there and just felt like I was being re-immersed into the Star Wars universe once again when I started playing this game. It's even been compared to Dungeons and Dragons with character creation, as you get stats like strength, dexterity, intelligence, charisma, wisdom, and constitution. Each of these stats have an effect on the game, and you get a modifier for it. So if you go heavy with strength, you'll get, I think the max is like a +6. If you go 18 on your strength, you'll get a modifier of +6 to your attack. And Dex is more for like your sneakier type characters, the ones that use dual wielding and stuff like that. And then you have your wisdom and your constitution. I always should think you should put, no matter points, you should always put points into constitution no matter what. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to give you a game tutorial here how to play the game, but constitution is important, and wisdom is important if you want to be a Jedi. Just saying, before we go on. And that's a fact. But if you're in it for the hack and slash lightsaber battles, make sure you put most of your points into strength, because that's what you'll need for attack. It gives you not just modifiers on hit, it gives you modifiers to hit as well. So it's very good to put it into strength. I normally have mine above 15. What's also cool about this game is it keeps track of all the conversations you had in a player chat log, and you can see it'll be up above. There's also your save options, and you can go into that and alter the gameplay from the game itself. Many of the bugs have been fixed from the original game on the Google Play Store. They also have pretty cool force powers. I normally use the Force Lightning. I know it's a dark side ability, and I get a negative for it. It takes from my health every time I use it, but it does pretty good damage, and I like using it. I don't think it, to me, the Force is not dark or light. The Force is the force. It's just the force. That's what it is. Now, if you go by what Dave Filoni says and what he said George Lucas said, the light is the force. So, in fact, light is the force. The light side of the force is the force. So if you're a believer in the light side, you do follow the force. Now, the dark side is just a corruption of the light side of the force. They still use the light side, but they basically, as the Emperor would say, when you create your lightsaber, you turn it red, you must make your lightsaber bleed. But, well, I don't want to go too far into the character creation or into game mechanics. But let me tell you this. It is the best RPG Star Wars game of all time. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Today's question is, who is the strongest Force user of all time in your opinion?